was washing her naked body in front of adult men. Ayesha was giving a free peep show for the young men of Mecca and Medina to enjoy her naked body? No way, Rob. Get out of here, Rob. You're finished. You can't prove that. Aisha used to wash her naked body in front of young men? Rob, can you really prove that from the most authentic sources? Guys, have you ever heard of this story before? Be honest. Have you ever seen a hadith before about Aisha washing her naked body and young men come and see her naked body? She did? Yes, she did. Yes, I can. Yes, I will show you. A lot of people are saying no. Look, no, no, no. Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. Now, I want you guys to take screenshots from now on and use it in your debates. Pinky promise? Use it in your debates with Muslims so they can feel embarrassed about the mother of the believers and their fraud prophet. Guys, again, because Muhammad used to sexually abuse Aisha, and not only physically but also mentally abuse her, she turned out to be a nasty, foul, evil woman. A girl, to be specific. A girl, not even a woman. Aisha became really filthy, just like her husband. And I can prove it. Just watch. Again, I lost count how many times I already proved it, but let me continue bringing down the hammer of this evil cult. Yes, yikes, exactly, Anin. Yikes, this is really nasty. You know, forget about all these women of today in 2021 who are exposing their bodies on TikTok, maybe in video clips on MTV, you know, showing a lot parts of their bodies. But Aisha went even farther than that in the 7th century by exposing and washing her body in front of young men with beards. This is Aisha, guys. Not Minnie Mouse, but this is Ayesha. I could not find a more political correct image to use. But this is Ayesha exposing her body while washing her body. Look. First, let me go to the hadith, and then I'm going to show you the explanation for the hadith. Sahih Bukhari, hadith number 251. Sahih Bukhari, not some, this is Sahih al-Bukhari. Narrated Abu Salama. Narrated who? Narrated Abu Salama, Aisha's brother, and so Abu Salama and Aisha's brother, they went to see Aisha. And he asked her about the bath of Muhammad. So how do you bath? How do you take a bath? How do you clean yourself? And Aisha is going to teach them how to clean yourself. By washing her naked body, showing her naked body to the young men. Imagine, Aisha says, you know what, let me take off my clothes and I'm going to show you how to wash your body. And she was completely naked. Well, at least. Let me not give spoilers, but let me continue reading the hadith. So they asked her about how to wash themselves like Muhammad. She brought a pot. Now look, guys, Aisha brought a pot containing about a sa' of water and took a bath. So she started to wash her body, her naked body, and poured over her head. And while the boys are watching, guys, so who was watching? Her brother and Abu Salama were watching. So two young boys with beards were watching the naked body of Aisha. Rob, can you prove that she was naked? Yes, just watch. Bear with me, I'm going to prove it. We'll go there. Easy, take it easy with me. You know, when I say something, I can prove it. You know me by now, right, guys? So she was washing her naked body in front of the boys, and they were enjoying the show. And she poured over her head, and that time there was a screen between her and us. What is this screen? What is this hijab? The word is hijab. What is this hijab? What is this veil? What is this screen? What is it exactly? Now, to understand what's going on here, guys, we need to go to the Islamic scholars who will teach us, who will explain to us this very hadith. What happened exactly? How did Aisha look like when she was washing her body? Was she completely naked? Maybe only her lower part of her body was naked or exposed, or maybe the upper body was exposed, meaning her head, her titties. Rather, her titties? Yeah. Were her titties exposed? Allahu Alam, let's see. Let us go to Fath al-Bari. Let us go to Fath al-Bari by the hadith expert Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, who wrote the multi-volume of the explanation for Sahih Bukhari called Fath al-Bari. Very famous, guys. Multi-volume explanation for Sahih Bukhari. Take a screenshot, for the love of God. This is the reference. Guys, this is the reference that you see on the screen. Fath al-Bari. Fath al-Bari. The book called Fath al-Bari, Bisharh Sahih al-Bukhari. Volume 1. And we go to the specific page. Fath al-Bari, Volume 1 by Ibn Hajar. We go to page 620. If we go to page 620 and the reference is here on top, guys, look, reference, I put it for you in English. Fath al-Bari by Ibn Hajar, Volume 1, page 620. Take a screenshot. Guys, here on top, this is the same hadith. This is the same hadith that we read for you here in English. Here is the same hadith, right? Same hadith quoted, right? We go down on page 620. Look, 620 here in Arabic. 620. We scroll down on this page, and here the damaging part is the explanation is here in the bottom. Now, what does the Arabic says? It says here that قال القاضي عياد قال القاضي عياد. So القاضي عياد said, and he explains the following. Let me go directly to the translation. Sometimes it does not befit most of the people here in the live chat to always read the Arabic, because you won't understand anything of it. But it's on the screen. If there are Arabic speakers, they can read and they will confirm what I'm going to show you. Light of Christ, are you there, brother? People like Light of Christ. I'm not sure if Sister Daughter of Christ is still with us. Light of Christ, or Sister Daughter of Christ. Are you with us, guys? I hope they are still here. Give me a 1, please, if you are still here. You can confirm what the Arabic says, because I'm about to show you my translation for this part. This highlighted part in red. Maybe they are not here anymore to confirm, but anyway, let me show you the translation. Here is the translation, guys. Fath al-Bari by Ibn Hajar, Volume 1, page 620. Sorry, page 620. That's the reference. Qadi Ayad said, or he says, it's apparent that they could see Aisha. Who? Her brother? And who is the other guy again? Who is the other guy? Abu Salama. So we have Abu Salama. We have Abu Salama plus the brother of Aisha. They could see her. Okay, that's interesting. So they could see her. It is apparent that they could see Aisha's action, meaning the washing. She was washing herself from her head, from the top, and the top half of her body. Ding, 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 ding. So Aisha, the boys could see Aisha's face, her hair, and her titties, basically, and her stomach. So basically the entire top half of her body was fully exposed. So 2 boys were watching Aisha half naked and her titties were out. The titties of the mother of the believers, Aisha, the beloved baby bride of Muhammad. She exposed her titties in front of 2 boys with beards? Yes. She was topless. Aisha was topless in front of 2 young adult boys. That's the whole thing. Because they were allowed to do as she was a milk out to Abu Salama. and his brother from her sister Kulthum. As for the lower part of her body, this was covered. So, guys, you could not see her vagina, you could not see her, her lower part. But notice, Aisha stood up before Abu Salama and her brother and exposed her entire upper half of her body, meaning her hair, her titties, her breasts, etc., etc. And they call this the mother of the believers? Really? Ya Muslimin. Your mother of the believers, Aisha, exposed her upper body in front of young men? Wow. 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 Show them to me. Please show them titties to me, brother. That's what they were singing to Aisha. I mean, maybe I'm not sure if I'm not sure who the current owner of Playboy is, but maybe if Playboy would have existed in the 7th century, they could have asked Aisha to be on the cover of the Playboy magazine. I mean, she is showing her titties anyway, in public. And remember, she was breastfeeding young men. Playboy scenes, exactly, by Aisha. And you could, if you were a Sahabi of Muhammad, you could have enjoyed the show, man. So, do you see how Aisha became a mentally disturbed person? She became a filthy little girl because of the abuse, the sexual abuse of Muhammad, the physical and sexual abuse and mental abuse of the Prophet of Islam. That's what he did to Aisha that made her do all these things. Until now, guys, my Skype is open. Until now, no Muslim dare to call me. Look, no calls, no missed calls.